Hello, this is Nathan Lott, and on today's screencast, I'm going to be talking about beaTunes. Their tagline is Build Better Playlists, but it is more than that. You can also correct some of the metadata with album art and some of the titles and genre and misspellings you may have in your iTunes library. And it also does a whole lot more. beaTunes is $34.95, and it's available for Mac OS and Windows. And so let's go ahead and get started and we'll take a look. I've already done all of the scanning necessary. So you don't need an iTunes library. You can, if you have all of your music in a folder, you can just have it analyze that folder. But if you do have iTunes, it will import all of your iTunes and then it will start to scan it and it will analyze it for BPM, which is beats per minute, key. Color is kind of an algorithmic setting. So how does this piece of music compare with other pieces of music in your library? And it assigns a color to it. Mood, whether it's an acoustic or not. How it rates on a danceability scale. You have these transitions. So from here to here, genre has changed from country to pop, and there's a mood change or a change of decade from 2006 to 2017. You have key changes and color changes, as well as a major slowdown, time signature change from 4/4 to 3/4. Then all of your general stuff that you have in regular iTunes, like genre, year, album, artist, artwork. Tags, which comes from Last.fm, I believe, and location on your hard drive. To analyze your music, you go to Tools and Analyze All Songs, and then that will show up here in your task queue, and it will give you a estimated time. So for 11,000 songs, it took about maybe 6 hours to do. I had it run all day yesterday. You can also inspect your music. So an inspection, it goes through some of the metadata and tells you some of the consistency issues, any general issues, sorting issues, spelling issues, and title issues. So on this one, it says, this inspection reports songs belonging to the same album, but with a different number of artworks. Different artwork counts in album 1. So you can either replace the current artwork with artworks often used in the album, or ignore this issue in the future. So we'll go ahead and apply. This is all a hard day's night, so I do want this artwork, so I'm going to apply that. Apply that. And all of that looks correct. So moving on to something else. You have the same album, but a different release year. So it's either 85 or 98, and it probably says 98 because that's when the greatest hits probably came out, but maybe I want it to be from the year it was released. But I think since it's a greatest hits, let's change it to 98. This is a compilation, so it has songs from many different years, so I'm going to ignore that. In fact, I don't really want to mess with this right now. Same artist, different genre. So most of the songs in Weird Al are in comedy, so I'm going to apply that. Most of the songs are alternative rock, I'll apply that. ABBA, I'm going to change that all to pop. Ace Cannon will change the genre to rock. Al Green, let's change them all to R&B. There are some soundtracks in there, as well as country and folk, so I'm just going to ignore that. America is kind of folky. I'll change all of that to folk, and so on. So you can make your determinations. And then same song, different rating. And okay, so this is same tracks, same idea, name, but different ratings. So that's like a duplicate. So I'll just go ahead and apply that. Apply that. Those are on 2 different albums, Love and Abbey Road. Apply, and so on. Next are general issues. Artwork exists, but is not embedded. All right, here's one that I can change. It all has the same artwork, so we'll go ahead and apply. A lot of these are either compilations or I don't know what the actual artwork is, or the artwork is wrong, so I don't want to change all of them. That's not the artwork I want for American Graffiti, for example. That is one that is standard, so I'll go ahead and apply that. All right, next you have disc number and the album name. Since this is all digital, we don't really need to know that it came from disc 1, so we can remove all of those. Duplicates. For duplicates, you can either keep the song with the highest play count and delete the others, keep the song with the highest bit rate and delete the others, keep the MPEG-4 AAC song with the highest bit rate and delete the others, or keep the song that was added to the library first. Let's go ahead and keep the one with the highest bit rate, and then ask you, do you really want to keep it? And so we'll say yes. If you want to listen, you can double click it. So on this one, so those are the same. I'm going to delete the selected one because it looks like the other one has more information applied to it. Keep the song with the highest bit rate. Missing album artist. So you can change all the album artists to be the same as the artist. So we'll go ahead and apply that. This is all different ones, so that I can't work anything with that right now. These are all missing files, so I don't know where those are, so I'm just going to skip that for now. Missing track counts. That's something I'm going to have to go back also. And then we have unusual or rarely used genres. And then I'm going to have to go through these and decide what genre I want to use for that. Next is sorting issues. Okay, so that has Weavers, comma, the. So that's a sorting issue. So we can change Weavers, comma, the to the Weavers. Enter our new artist name or ignore the issue. Let's go ahead and ignore that issue. Suspicious sort album. Well, let's not worry about that one. Spelling issues, stray cats, or the stray cats. So I can change them all to stray cats, or I can change them all to the stray cats. Let's change them all to the. Let's change all of these to the Pine Valley Cosmonauts and change it to the capital A, lowercase d, Adele. Misspelled album names. We have a 40 Days and 100 Days. Those are different albums, I think. Missing artist. Or misspelled artist. Some have the, some don't. And misspelled genres. Some are electronic, some are electronica. And then everything that you've asked it to do so far goes under pending solutions. And if you want to commit all of that to your iTunes library, then you click on commit all solutions and it will go through and correct everything that you told it to. And then it failed to change the release year on that album to 98, so that's fine. So now some of the more interesting things you can do with this. So let's say I have a song that I want to see related songs to. I'll go into my really good playlist, and I really like this At This Moment song. And down here, I can click on matching songs, and it shows me all the songs that have similar color to At This Moment or a similar BPM. I can see songs that are in the same key or just a little bit higher or just a little bit lower. I can match songs that have the similar year and genre. And there's no year on At This Moment, so it may not be able to do that. Right, so if I choose Bustin' Loose, that has a year and a genre. So it found things in the late, so 2014, around 2014, 2015. They're all soundtracks, so that's pretty good. And then if you want to, you can take all of these and put them in a playlist, new playlist from selection, and call these soundtracks. And if I go over to iTunes, it created that playlist for me. But I already had one called Soundtracks, but this is the one that beaTunes created for me. So there's some really interesting things you can do with beaTunes as far as looking at ways your songs are similar and different, and moods that and tags that it gets from Last.fm. So you can really have a lot of leeway to kind of build your own playlists and use this app to do it. Finally, there are charts. So it pulls from Amazon to get the latest music charts, alternative, rock, blues, children's, classical, country, and so on. Double clicking on one of those takes you to that album in Amazon where you can buy it or add it to your Prime Music. Now, once again, this only works with albums that do not have DRM. If you are a member of Apple Music, so these come from Apple Music, it will let me play it, but it won't analyze any of it. And so that is beaTunes, and that is going to do it for this screencast. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.